I was asked about total knee replacements and what I would do with the treating without pain concept. So I help out with a lot of knees all the time. So I've kind of dialed it in. But what I would do if I was treating a total knee, I would treat it like an elbow. The elbow is way more complicated and much more difficult, but the scenario is the same in the fact that you have a large scar that is over an area, especially like an olecranon fracture. And so you have to factor in the sensory nerves in this, because the sensory nerves are the ones that are reporting what is happening to the brain. So essentially, if you want something to contract like the quad, you should be looking at the sensory nerves over the muscles that you are treating. Here is an image of the sensory nerves. Sensory nerves in the leg. Now you can see you've got multiple different sensory nerves, all of different colors, and you generally off a continuous long line, you'll have different nerve pathways. So now if you add a scar there, you're dragging and pulling on multiple sensory nerves, which are responsible to tell the brain what is happening. Now what you'll find is the skin will move in opposite directions in each section, and so when you're treating the person, you should be twisting the skin in different sections. The problem is you have a longitudinal scar that is not allowing the skin above the leg or below the leg to be separate. It's dragging everything together. So you can test it by twisting one side one way and one side the other when you go into flexion or extension of the knee. Generally, if you want to get flexion of the knee, you're going to go in with the skin on the top side and out on the bottom side. But if you want extension, you're going to go the reverse, so out and in. So for somebody to move, they have to have skin moving in each section separately, okay? But now you have a large scar, again, across a bone, so the receptors are going to also be impacted when the skin is tighter, and you go ahead and ask the person to move. So you've got joint receptors around the patella that are now kind of tensioned. You've got skin that is tight over the bony prominences. Then you've got also fascial lines, again, will need to be factored in. So what's really important to know, and when you see the superficial front line, right here, you can see this is where the line is, there and there. So right in the middle of that line is where the scar is. So that is dragging the skin, not just in towards it from the side, but from the top and the bottom. So one of the most important things to tell your patients immediately after surgery or first time in therapy is to move the ankle as much as possible, or even move the hip as much as possible. Never let the skin get stuck is the key in this scenario. You could also use the abdominal muscles as well to activate, to keep the skin moving. So tell people to do little tiny crunches, maybe just squeezing a ball, like pressing into a ball with their stomach. That would be super helpful. And then you've got to also look at the back line. So this is a superficial back line. Again, my focus is the superficial lines because they're the ones closest to the skin and have the greatest potential to get stuck. So think about if you have straps, not just on the front and back, that are intersecting these areas right here, and then you go back and look at the sensory nerves, and then think about where the straps are placed on the sensory nerves. When somebody gives you pain, say on the outside of their leg, you want to go to the exit point of the sensory nerve, and it would make sense because they're being crushed by straps. So ideally, tell them to take the straps off every hour, move their feet up and down, massage the areas where the straps have been, and just get those nerves free. Because remember, they are telling the brain what is happening in the environment. So if they are crushed, then you're asking the quad to actually activate. It's not going to activate if you've crushed several sensory nerves sitting over those quad muscles. So also when you're treating a total knee, think about this continuous line up through here. Ask the people to rub their feet on a vibration ball. Free up their Achilles tendon right here, especially at this point where there's usually a strap as well as a change from a muscle to a tendon, and then go up and place a piece of tape right up here at the low back. It's not an accident that people do weird things with their hips when they've had a total knee surgery, but nobody ever told them to free up their skin from their fascia. The easiest way is just to keep moving, ask them to roll around their back, do things with any other part. This has to be immobilized, but any other part doesn't. So if they can keep their skin free and moving, they will have less pain, better range of motion, less feelings of tightness, less protective response, because if the brain receives information there's something wrong, it's going to protect you. It's going to swell you, make you stiffer, tighter, make your muscles inactive, make you not be able to move. So keep the skin free, especially around the sides, and then therefore the patella will not be so stuck when they're doing their range of motion. Thanks.